Okay. You people are welcome back, man. We are welcome back to the part two video. Um, what we are going to do in this part two is mostly CSS. So the part one video, we we learn how we can build or add this element using the HTML. Every element here is HTML. There is no single CSS. So you can see here that it's possible to build the skeleton just like a skeleton of the website. Now, what beautify your application? It is the CSS. So it's time for us to start adding the Cassidy style sheet. But before then, let's look at the section of our website and see how it goes. So yeah, we have um we have the logo, the section logo. We have the header. Here's the header section. We have the what do they call it, content section. Yeah. Then we have the footer. So about one, two, three, about four section here. Let's start adding. First thing before I start, I need to create a CSS file and also link. See how I can be able to link my CSS document as well. So do that quickly. Um, I have to come to my folder, my website folder, which is our website. Then I need add my CSS. I need create a CSS file. Mm, style.css. So this is it. Um, enter. This my blank CSS where I will start writing all my CSS. Yeah. So let's just show you something. Here is where you can see how where we add all this color and every other thing here. So the first thing we are going to be doing here is to to add let's say we add a background, or maybe let's just a background in our website. So to do that, I'll come to the body of our HTML. So when you come here, this is the body. When you look at here, when we talk about the body, so that you understand this is the body of our website. So inside the body, look at the closing tag. So anything we do inside this body will affect every element right from the body to this place. So inside the body, you can decide to call the selector as the body, a background full of red. I'm using this for a demo. I'll remove it later. So when you come back to our website, you can see the background did not affect the body of our element. This happened because we have not linked our CSS to our HTML. So look at the way we are doing the CSS. We are doing it inside the folder. Then our HTML is here. So what you need to do is to come here in between the opening tag and the closing tag of our head. This from here to here. We're going to be adding uh, our CSS linking. So that's what we're going to be doing to add our CSS linking. I will say link. This is the type of the of the element or the file we want to link, which is the style sheet. Then here is we'll type CSS. Then slash inside the CSS we have this style.css. So this is how you can be able to link your CSS. Then let's go back to our website. You notice that we have this red background. So I'll be removing that red background. I will not be needing that for now. So remove the red background. We'll come to that. Let me comment on this or remove it entirely. But what we are sure is that our CSS is well successfully linked. Now, when you come here, you will notice that we have this space here. You see, you have space here. We have space at the margin. Now, this will affect our the weight of our website. Now, let me show you something now. Before I move ahead, I want like to add a background in this header. Or there's I'm not having a background here. I can try to add background. Okay, let me add the background in this logo so that we'll be able to explain to you what I'm saying. With the practical explanation, you may understand it better than the theory. So this is the logo here. We are calling the logo. So when we anything we do inside this logo will affect everything inside here. So let's give this guy a background dot logo to call class dot logo. Um, Then background color, I will give it light gray. This gain sparrows. Let's try with this and see what happens. Okay, if you notice here, we have this background here. Now, when you look at this background, you see we have this space, white space here, white space here. I don't need this space. The reason why I don't need this space is because if we try to size these boxes inside here, it would definitely it would definitely affect our our entire our entire weight. So I'm going to be removing every space to be able to have my 100% weight. So what I'm going to be doing now is to go to here. I use asterisk. Now this asterisk is we use it to select every element inside its body. Is outside the body, oh, it's not inside the body. Oh. Global select, so we are selecting everything inside here. So I'll use asterisk. Then I would say margin is 0. Padding is 0. Then is there is it that as you can see here around, as I can see here around, you're not us. There's no onto the house. The house. You know, the reason I'm speaking like this, if I vote no count February, my brother, I'm leaving this country to another country. So that when I go, it will be easier for me to form. Alright, okay. So if you see there is no space here, you know, there is no space. Obviously, there is no space. And you can see that is what I want, and I love it that way. I'll allow it, bro, allow it, bro. But we are not going to be using anything like background for here. I'll leave that. Let me use I'll be using a background color for my body. I also need to give a font style. Like I want to use all font size and font style for my website. So to do that, I'll come here and say font family. Sorry, font to font family here. Array. Let's look at this. If can work array. No. Okay, let's see. We have this nicer font, but okay, let me check another font again. See, see San. You have San Serif. Okay, let me check that again. I think sans serif is better. So sans serif is better off. The font size, um, font size, 15 pixel is okay. It's okay, 15 pixel. Okay, I'm good with the 15 pixel. We can add those things individually. So what I need to do here is to add a background, like image background. Remember, we downloaded image background earlier in our uh, part one video. So this is the image background we are going to be using in our body, right? So this is the image background. So I'm adding the background inside our body. I'll be removing this here. We'll come to this later. So next I'm going to do is to add background inside our body element. So we have background image. We have URL. Inside the URL, we have image slash. It's not showing. Okay, let's use slash uh website. No. Our website dot slash. Okay. Okay. Oh, this image. Our This our website. What do you have here? Why this image disgracing an old man like me? It's our website. What do you have? Look at me. Look at Wahala. This should work. Let's try something. I don't know why is images slash bg. So what the image name? Big bg dot jpg dot jpg. If this does not work, then it didn't work. So let's go back. This image is one. This image you want to install an old man like me? I don't know why this is not the URL. Let's add the path dot. Okay, path dot slash. Okay, as you have it there, so that here dot m. That means you are from the back. I think this URL is getting every folder inside our website. So I need to just use dot slash. Then be able to have this image. Then we have the background here. I think this is good. Um, this is good now. So what we're going to be doing here also is to see how we can start to change our color to color to white. Then we can be able to see everything that's happening here. Every color is white here to see how we can see everything that's happening. So we've done that. Um, um, Instead of adding it here, let me just add inside the body so that it will not affect people like this. It will not affect people like this. So add inside the body. Yeah. All right. Um, we have our background image. So another thing I want to do is to make give this background uh no repeats. Background no repeat. I think the background is repeating or it's not repeating, but notwithstanding, let's give it no repeat and see what's gonna happen. Okay. Alright. The guy is not repeating, no repeat. No need to add no repeat if it's not repeating. Like some situation where you see a background will repeat. You understand? Just add no repeat. Then when the background is not full, you don't need to use background cover. Right? Background size to cover. Okay. I see what we have. Can see what we have here. Before, our image is just showing this. It's just showing just this alone. You cannot see all those nice building. So you can see background to make the background size full, background cover to have the full size of the background. So here we have a very nice full size of our background. Is it repeating? Let's put no repeat. If it's repeating, let's just put no repeat and see what's happened. Background uh, repeat, no repeat. Let's see if okay. I think it's good now. So next thing we're going to do is to see how we can be able to uh, move the background to center. Uh, Background positioning. Position can be doggy position. Most of you know different position. I don't know anyone know. I'm innocent. All right. So this what we have here. Um, I think we're able to add background in our website. It's looking more beautiful. Beautiful. You got it? Exactly. Exactly. All right. So let's move this header to let's move it to center like the head, the logo entirely. So when it comes to here, we have our logo here. We have our logo here. This is our logo. Okay. We are moving this container to center. So we're going to create a container called logo. So the logo, uh, text align, yeah, text align, center. So you can see that. can see we have it this here as center. So another thing I'm going to do is to see how I can like reduce this image. So I really don't really know the pizza I'll use that will be fine. So what I'm going to do now is to reduce this background. So not background, do this man. Let me say 150 by 55, right? Um, the two of doing this, you can either do that here, dot logo. Inside the logo, you have your image, right? Logo img. There we have height. Height is 150 pixel. Then the weight is 150 pixel. Sorry, this will be 155. So let's see what we'll go here. So you can see now we've been able to reduce the size of our image. You can see 150 pixel. That's what happened. Okay, we're able to reduce the size of our image. We can also do this. You can also do this in the HTML. Here, grab, put it here. You don't know how to do it. Uh, when they come here, this is what I use here. I use this to add my background. So I just want to show you another way of achieving that. So we need to need to this our logo need to come back a little. You can see we need to add a kind of a space in between the logo and the background. So to do that, it's very very simple. You need to just come here. Um, we have margin. You can just say margin top or margin. You can start to add margin all around. They have 50 pixel. Um, so we have this. And actually also we need to add space in this envelope and space in this Twitter and space in this stuff. We need to just add a space. You just need to add padding also, padding to make sure we have space in between this element. Then we'll just change this color to yellow. I prefer using yellow for that. Uh, Color, yeah, yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. We have this yellow color. Let's make it a bit darker. It's too bright. Dark, bit dark yellow. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's much better now. So let's just give can decide to change this icon to white. Let's just change this icon to white, then put a little space. So when it comes to our css, we have html rather, in our icon we have this class, eh? this class of this class this class. So you can say fa phone, copy it, phone. Another one is fa envelope, copy the class envelope. What am I doing? Need to add dot here also. The last one is fa wasa wasa. All right, we have all the classes here. Then we can use it and do whatever we want to do. You can say color. Color should be first white. Um, Width. Okay, this is a width color. I'm changing it to white. Let's make it white. Like I love width well well. Oh. Okay, you see width. Let's make it white. All right. Okay, we add a little bit space, right? We can decide to give it different kind of color icon, but let me add a little bit space. That should be a bit padding. Let us padding. All round padding should be. His 10 pixels are not too good, too big. Let's 10 pixels and see what happen. Okay, 10 pixel is a bit too bigger. So let me say 5 pixel is good, sexy, unique. All right, 5 pixel is okay. Then we are done with this. The next thing we are going to be working on is the head. This header here. So that's the one part we're going to be working on. So let's go back to our CSS. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, let me have privacy. What is this one? Okay, inside this head, now we are going to see how we can style our head. Okay, what we are going to be doing now is to work on this header. So we first add the background inside this header. Let's come here. Inside this header, we have this. They have UI, have li. We have about many containers. So we should be careful. There's something we'll do in this container that may not work. So that's the truth. So what we're going to be doing here is to come to the header. We need to add the background first. Um, we just come here. I like doing from up to bottom. But header, right? Let me give you the background. A background of red. Okay, here we have a background here. Um, I need to adjust, move this to the center. Um, move the center. Um, test align. Well, sometime so this is it, right? We're moving it to center. Another thing we also need to do, we need to remove light. Let's remove this. Let's see. Let's remove this underline. Yeah, all this underline here. Let's see how we can remove the underline as well. Let's do that quickly. Now to remove this underline, when you come here, you see that we have UL, we have LI, we have A. So we have our three container inside this man. So you just need to say UL and LI. Can let's see UL LI. It's okay. So that you can also add color as well. Then what we are going to do next is to say color. Let's say change the color. The color should be white. I presume so. The color is white. Then let's remove the underline. So what we have here, we have white color. Let's remove the underline as well. Then to do this, you don't need to just come here. Um, uh, text text transformation, right? Text decorator to be none. So this is it. The text decorator is wrong. Is wrong. I noticed something, guys. Hold on, guys. Um, let's inspect this very well. This will show us kind of a all right a billion dot here, but I don't know why it's not showing up billion dot. But notwithstanding, let's move ahead, guys. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. So what you need to do is to add kind of a space in between this element, just like a space in between this element. To do that is very simple. So what you need to do is to come to inside this li. We need to add a space. So what to do is just come here, uh, li, li. Um, you can see that. Let's just add margin here and see what happens. Margin 10 pixel. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's not effective. I don't want to use it for just example. So let's move ahead. Let's go to li. We're adding that inside the li. So I think the li a, right? So imagine uh, 20 pixel. Let's see what's gonna happen with this 20 pixel of margin we added inside our um why is the margin not working? How's the margin not working? Um, Let me check something. Okay, this is my keyboard there. All right, I think you have a big space here, right? Eh? Let's try margin 100 to happen. Hmm? I think let's do this here. Copy this. We can do it here. Doing it here. Doing it here. Okay, let's just do it inside the inside the list. Li only. Just the li. Inside the li. Let's add our margin there. Okay. You can see what we have here. You can see what we have here. The margin is too big inside the li. So we are doing it inside the li. All right. 10 pixel. Okay. If you also notice that when we extended our this to 50, we have this dot here. So we're going to remove this dot, this white dot. So to do that, you can say I think we do it here. Let's um it should be a list style type is goes to none. To remove those white dot there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it here and see. If it don't work, you can do it in UL only. Okay, you can see we don't have that dot any longer. All right, another thing we're also going to do, let's change this all this element to like let's change it to capital letter. You can see text like capital letter as the first letter. You can see text for information like this. Okay, you can see what we have here. The margin is too big. It's too big for us. It's very very big. Um, the margin should be like 30. That is okay. So we are going to be moving this item to like we are going to move this item to inline or maybe use float. So I'm not using float here. What I'm going to use here, I'm going to be using a kind of uh, flex box to change this tab to flex box. Maybe I change the flex box, it will align to this exactly the way it's looking at here. So let's do that quickly. Okay, guys. So next we are going to be doing here is to see how we can float these elements uh, vertically. It's horizontal. How can we achieve this? So we are going to be using what we call the flex box. I think I remember to explain what flex box does. We can also use float or in display inline to achieve that, but I'm not going to be using display inline. What I'm going to be using here is float box. Now the float box can be able to float this item without adding flex box rather can be able to float this item without using an element called float. We're going to be using float as well. Yeah, if you notice here, this is what I showed. Exactly what I'm doing here is to use a float box because these are blocks element. So to change this element to inline element, just we need to do is to come here. Now initially it's supposed to add this here, but if we add this here, it will not work. So we need to call the UL. You are adding it inside this container. You are changing this the UL and the container to what we call to convert it to flex. So when we convert it to flex, flex has a lot of properties. I think I've done a few tutorial on floating of an element. I'll just go and watch it. So what I'm going to do here is to use dot header. Now, if you notice here, I didn't use any comma because you are using just element to combine element and class. You don't need to write comma, then the HTML element. Now, what I'll do here is to say display at flex object. Now, when I use this, you will see what happened to our element. You notice that this element is now floating in the left. And when you look at it, you will see that we have this kind of nice 3D color. So this nice looking 3D color. It wasn't like that before. Now let me show you guys something. Now if I comment on this and come back, look at this. The color is just normal color, right? With a kind of black border around. But if I convert this thing to float, this is what happen. We have this nice looking background, so we are going to be moving this item to center. So we're going to use what we call justify item what center. So that's what we're going to be using. So you say okay, justify content to what? If we use to end, so this is what happen. It goes to this side. If you use uh center, I think you just go and read more about float or watch more video about float, you understand about flex. So we move to center. This item is now in our center, so the space here is a bit too big, so I need to move a bit of the margin from this UI, from this li, change it to 25 if possible 20. So okay, I think it's okay now. Now if you come here, we notice that we have this black or this chocolate color, and this black color. So to do that, to achieve this, what we are going to be doing is to use mixed color. We are going to learn how to use different kind of color in our head here. So to use different kind of color there, right there in our head. So that's what we're going to be learning on how to be doing. So what we are going to be doing now is, let's go back to our head. So inside this our head down, we have this red color. We are not going to be using the red color. We're removing it. When we come back, you see what we have here. So we are removing the head color. So we are using what we call background image. Background image to we use what we call liner. In this liner, you can add left image, left, right, bottom color. You can add as much as six, seven, about four colors. Left, right, bottom color. But I'm going to be using only one. I'll call it. Let's start with red, then red again. Let's see what happens. So you can see we have red up, red down. So I want to give you the similar color with this. I think this is brown. I don't know. I'm not used to color, but notwithstanding, I say brown. All right. Okay, let's see what happen. Okay, you need to add dot back. Let's add this dot back. Okay, to separate it, comma. So let's see. Let's work on it more to look exactly like this. So let's work on it more. So what we're going to do is let's see what happen. No, it's still a bit darker. Let's see what happen here. Mm, this up is lighter, down is darker. So we need the lighter this, right? What color is this safe? I don't know the color I used there yesterday. But notwithstanding, let me choose something. Can this work? We are getting very closer. Something closer, closer, closer. Okay, I think we're almost there. Let's go with this for now. We are good with this. So what we are going to be doing here also, we can start to add border, right? Like add border, just border left around here. You can decide to leave it. Let me just show you something. Okay, let me show you something here. Decide to add border here. You can see border left, border border right, uh, 2 pixel, color is white, then solid. Let's see what happen. You see what we have here. can just give a kind of padding, right? Padding. Can see also border left and right. Let's just do that. Border left and right. Border left. Okay. See what we have here. Then we can just say okay, padding of the border, padding like 4 pixel. So see we have this kind of space, this space there, but I'm not going to be using that. I can decide to use just border right or maybe leave the remaining. Let me comment on this. Let's see how we can have this okay. Okay. This okay. At it's not fine. Let's remove it. You don't need to use it. Let just remove it. We don't need the border. We don't need the border. Alright. I think we let add the kind of when you type here, it should just show yellow. You know, when you hover here, it should just show yellow. You know, when you hover, it just show yellow. You can decide to so that's what we're going to do. When you hover, it just show yellow. So let's do that. So to achieve that, we are doing this inside the element. So you can say li, then a. So the a is anchor. So sorry guys, a. Then we use hover here, hover. Then color, I use yellow. Okay, a bit dark. This dark yellow. Alright. Let's see what happens. So see what we have here. Alright. So we have here. So next thing we are done with the header. Let's look at our mobile responsiveness. You will see we have our mobile responsiveness here. Mhm. Because of this space, let's just remove this space here. I don't want to add space so that it will not spoil all our effort. Or register. Register. Okay. I saw have you. Okay. Are you guys see it? So see what we have here. So alright, can see the responsiveness, right? Okay. Alright, so let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. So this is what we have. The next thing we are going to be doing is to build this section. So to build this section and the footer. So quickly, let's go to styling the section. We already built that. We're going to be styling the section quickly. Let's style our section. Um, in this section, what I'm going to be doing here is to add background here first. I will be working the footer and the section together. Grab. So I'm going to be giving a kind of a background here. So to do that quickly, I'll come here and come to the footer. We'll have the footer item. So this is the footer here. So the footer inside the footer we have all the list of the item. So this is what I have here. And then we have rows and columns as well. So let me just come to footer. I like doing this up here. Dot footer, then background. Background should be dark. Background should be dark. Or I can decide to use the same background. Let me use the same background here. Let's see if we can have something tangible. Uh, I have to copy this here. So test align. I want to align all the center. No. Okay, this is what we have here in our footer. So this is what we have in our footer. We have it in our header. We also have it in our footer. So another thing we're going to be doing is, I think we'll let break all these elements. It's too something else. So I want to break this. I'm breaking this here. The arrow. I'm going to break this here. Uh, can break here. I want to break this so that we can have so I think it's fair now, right? It's a bit fair. So let's work on this item here, this particular item. So remember, in this item, we what we have in this item is there's a kind of column. We have column here. This is a column. Then inside the column, we have this column. Then also have about three columns here. We have row. Now, what we're going to do here is first, on the row, I'll be giving space. When you see here is space, I'm giving padding top, so you can have space here in between the head and the body, the rows. So I like building from the up. So I'm just going down. So dot rule. Inside the rule, they want to have something like margin top. And that margin, let me give margin or padding, uh, margin top. Let me give margin around 30 pixel. Go margin left, margin right. So here we have this one we have here. We have this it's kind of space. Then when they come here too, we'll have this space as well. What we're going to do now, we're also going to be moving this item to center. Like let me show you guys something. I can say display to flex. Then let's see what happen here. See what we have here. Eh? I see. But I'm not going to be using flex for this. I'm not going to use flex for this. This one we have. I don't want to. I will not be using flex for this. But notwithstanding, we can decide to use flex, right? We can decide to use flex or decide not to use flex at all. So it all depends on you what you want to use. You can use flex. Me, I'm not using flex. I want to use float so I can show you float. You also understand float as well. So what I'm going to be doing is to remove that flex. I'm removing that flex. Then uh, align uh, text align. We use it to center. So I see we have it to center. Right. So another thing we're going to do is to use float. So I'm using float. I'm going to be floating this content. This content now. I'm going to be floating this content. When you come here, you can see we have this column. So I'll be floating the content to left inside the column. I will even float here inside the column. So to do that, I will call the column all the columns because they all bear one class name. I will say float to right, left rather. Are we together? So you can see you'll be able to float the element to left. Um you'll be able to float the element to right, left. Now if you also notice as you float this element to left, e didn't float very well because maybe the size of this element is the problem. It's greater than the size of this element, maybe is bigger, so that's why it did not float. Now if you look at when you say display flex automatically resize those elements and adjust it for you. And if you notice here, this our background, this our background here is now inside our column. So we are going to be fixing this. First thing we're going to do is to divide this element. We have three elements here, three columns. So we want to divide them into three. 100 divided by 3 should give you 33, right? Should give us weight should be give us 33.33%. So that's the, you can look at it there. We now have the float right in our center. So I can also decide to, like, I can also decide to use inline or use float. Now if you notice here, we have a problem. Our footer now is now up. So this is where we have a problem. Our footer is now up instead of to be in the bottom, is now up. So to fix this, we're going to use what we call property of clear. So let's do that quickly. We are going to use clear. Now we are going to be adding clear inside this row. Now when you come here and click on row and put your row list, now we are adding clear after. Let me explain this code for you. Now when you come inside this element, this row, after this div, we are having this particular element, footer. So we are adding after. That means anything we are doing would only affect this footer. We decide on the position of their element. Now when you float element, the nearby element will go with it. That's why you see this footer go with it, will go with the columns. So we are going to use after, means after, that means inside this after this element it should just add what we call content. Now so what we're going to do is we say content, then we use these two dots. Nothing still happen. Let's go back to our file. You can see nothing still happen, still the same thing. So what we're going to do adding next is flow, what we call display to table. So to say to table, nothing still happen, right? We still having the same thing. Then last one property we are going to use is clear. Clear to both. Now both is now will now resolve that issue. Have you seen now? When you notice here, we have this. Let's say we have uh, we have kind of we have this here now. So then we have this particular object here, and if you notice here, our text is not displaying well. The our white background, white text is not displaying well inside our what's it called it, inside our, what is it, inside our background. It's contradicting. So we're going to be fixing that now. So let's go back to our project. Inside our column, we're going to be, well, inside this column we have this p and h. So what we can do, we can just add class here, we can try to add class here, or we can just say h, and inside this column affect h and p. So what we're going to do is that when we come here, column, inside the column uh, h1, h2 rather, na h1, uh, I think this should be, I can't remember, it should be this h1. Let me do something. Let add background red. I don't know if this will work, but notwithstanding, okay, I think it's work, it works. So what we are going to do here is um okay guys, so what we are going to do here is to see how we can fix this particular problem, to see how we can, the best way to fix this is to add background here, to add background inside this element. So to add background here, then the background we are going to fence, they make the background look a bit fainter. We use using opacity. So let's do that quickly. Um, let's remove this. I think we have P, right? To be P, right? Okay, let's say. Now we have a problem here. When you use P, it's almost affecting every element that has P. So we just need to give this man a class. That's the best way to do that. Let's come to this P class here. It's very stressful, but inside this item, is that why you're doing it? No. Inside this uh, class, class of uh, content. So you need to just copy this and replace replace here. Class of the content. Same applies here. So we are replacing a class of a content. We are giving this man a content so that whenever we do anything, it will not affect the whole element. Every element that has P is affected, so it is not good. So let's fix that quickly. You can say P here. We don't need to remove this. So let's see what happen. Okay, let's add dots at the back. Okay, this should work now. So you can see we have this class of a content. So you can just give it let's say margin work, margin to 9 pixel. Hmm? Okay, margin to 9 pixel. We have this separate. Can also give it padding inside. Padding to 15 pixel. It's not too big. Okay, I think we have this background here. Now I'm not going to be using background because this is totally off color. So I will be also be duplicating this background now, right? I will duplicate this background I have here and duplicate to this place. So that's what I want to do. I will remove the red background entirely. So let's look what we have done here. Then copy this, just this background alone, pressing it here. Okay, let's see what happen. So we have this nice background here. We can use border radius to work on it. Border radius, like you make the border look a bit border radius to 15 pixel. Oh, not border rather. Border radius, sorry about this. Border radius 13, 15 pixel. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay. Then I will be remove. I will make this background to be very faint, very faint. So that's what I will do to make it look very faint. So to do that, I will say opacity. In this opacity, I can say 1.5. Let me see what happens. See what we have here. So we need to increase it a bit. 1.2. 0.9. So let's go more. 0. Let's give it one. Um, so let's go back there again. 0.1. Let's try and see. Uh, I think it's okay. It's affecting both our right top. That's the problem here. What are we going to do? This is affecting both our right top, right? Um, if you want up to, I'm coming. So let me do something, guys. Let me pause the video. Let me check something. Okay, guys. Let me change this opacity. I think that what we need to do is put the 0.7 and let's see what happens. 0.7, still not brighter. 0.8. Uh, um, color yellow. So let's see what happened. Okay, I think it's a bit. Let's change this opacity again. A color is a bit. We need to add color. Let's change the color of this. Let's leave it to white and see what happens. You can see. I think yellow is more preferable. If you ask me, yellow is more preferable, right? Um, Yellow is more preferable. What do you think? Let me give that kind of dark yellow. Alright. Me, I love dark stuff. Um, okay, text align should be. Let's justify the text. Text justification. Text align justify. Let's justify the text. So when you justify the text, you can see all the texts are in one line. Now let me remove that justification so that you will see the work of that justification. Let me remove it. I'm removing the justification now. So look at it here. You see, everywhere there is no spaces. So I don't need to justify this. Justify this. See what happen here. You can see what we have. I think is it okay? I don't know if it is okay. Uh, but notwithstanding, I think we should work with this font size 20 pixel, 20 pixel, 20 pixel font size. It's still. Let's make it to 18 pixel. It's okay. 18 pixel, 1/8. Okay, I think that is okay. Let's work on this too. That's the H1. So start H1. We are giving H1. Um, giving H1. We are giving H1 a color. Um, color yellow color. Then the weight, font width, we give it a bit of. This one at let me tell you something. Let me see how it works. I've not used this before. Okay. 10 weight. I'll use bolder. Let's take a bit bolder. Um, I think we should just give it padding also. Let's padding. Sorry, border. Kind of a black border. Hmm? And we have border here. 4 pixel, black, black solid. Let's see. No, no, no. Don't leave it. That's with text border. We'll look at how to add border later, like add mixing two color together. But let's see this. Let's increase the font of this man. Font size. It should be 20 pixel. Okay, I think it's quite okay, quite okay. So I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. This what's it call it? Guys, it's almost 60. Let's just fire down so that I can finish up this video in the next 1 hour. All right, in the next 30 minutes. Okay, I think this is fine. So another thing also we're going to be doing here is when you look at here, hmm, um, you've been able to do this. So what we're going to be doing next here is to see how I'm stopping this video now. So I will have part 3 of this video so that I can be able to upload. So I'm going to be stopping this video here. Then have part 3 of this video, guys, so that we can be able to upload as well. So this is what we have here. Um, so next video we're going to be doing building on responsiveness. Very important, responsiveness.